Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
It's your boy Tater Actor, man, Keante Smith. Seeing me on Chicago PD, start off Reawakening, Tyrant like father like son, never have I ever. You got a baby.
Yeah.
You name it, man. That's what I do, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Definitely. I ain't even gonna fly, shorty. I was familiar with the work you've been doing with both shorty, but when I was
So
doing my research, shorty, I was like, you been in this shit for a minute, bro. You been doing your thing, and you still young, bro. So you definitely finna. So I had to get you up out of here, shorty.
that's
Get you
love for sure.
get you in here before you get up out of here, type
Nah,
shit.
that's love for sure, man. Appreciate that.
So we definitely finna get into your story, man. So if you don't mind, where you from? Where you grew up?
Shit, originally I was born and I went to school up north, but for the past, like I want to say like 10, 15 plus years, I really just been south and west for real.
Mm,
So that's really what I claim for real. But
yeah,
I kind of be all out through the city. Like so many people know me for real. They be like, "Oh, where you from?" I just tell them like South and West Side for real.
yeah, for
That's
sure.
really like home to me.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Same here, shorty. Like people like I thought it was just an out west podcast. Like, no, shorty.
Nah,
I done stayed out west, out south,
for
bro, all
sure.
type of shit. I was in Chicago for real, bro. So that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So early, man. What type of shit was you interested in? What was you getting into early as a shorty?
I ain't gonna lie, as a shorty, I really was just up on like the cartoons and video games. Like that's really the type of shit I wanted to get into. But like as I was getting older, like as a shorty, I really wanted to be police officer too. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna hold you. When I got older, I'm like, yeah, that shit look
yeah.
like it's over with.
There's a
It's
lot to
just
that
too much.
shit,
Yeah, it's just too much going on to that
bro.
shit. But all around like 14, 15, that's when I really started like getting into the acting because the arts and the TV, like I say, that's always just been something that's just been a part of my nature as a shorty. Like growing up, my grandma, my granddaddy, my mama, just all them old school TV shows.
Yeah,
That's what I was up on as a shorty. So
yeah,
that shit just stuck with me as you feel me, going into my youth, going into my teenage years, going
yeah,
as an adult. So once I did hit like 15, 16, I'm like, this is something I really want to do. Like once I seen myself like really having a talent, that passion for it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is so with this, something I'm finna just lock in with the rest of my life and shit. That's really what it been ever since.
yeah. So that's dope, shorty. So if you could remember, shorty, like what was you watching before you start? You know what I'm saying? Doing it yourself. Like what was you watching that was that shit to you? Like what shows,
It
what
was really just
movies?
like the good times, the old Tyler Perry joints, like all the
Good
like,
times.
yeah.
What you know about shorty?
I know about all that good times, what's happening,
What's
shit. Like
happening on shorty?
I got an old soul shit, like all the you think that you could think
Motherfuckers
of.
watching this right now. Like what you just say?
Yeah, they probably a lot of people probably ain't gonna know, especially like the younger, the shorties.
For
But
sure.
the older head, they gonna know.
Yeah,
Like,
you
yeah,
know
he
that
know what he talking about for sure.
for sure.
That's what I used to be up on, man.
Okay. What was your favorite movies back then? And we'll talk to like movie as you
As far as back then, of course, you
yeah.
got like the Juice, the New Jersey Drives, of course,
Jersey Drive for sure.
the Paid in Fulls. I watch a lot of shit, but like I'm up
Yeah.
on the Forrest Gump, the Godfathers, all like I'm a real movie head. So like from the new to the old, no matter what year it is, I try to be up on some of everything.
Yeah, for
Try to
sure.
have that versatility anyway, I should say.
Yeah. My homie OG got me in the movie. She got like a big ass movie room with like library bookshelves full of movies, A to Z. Short.
Yeah,
We just
my
watching all
grandma, she still got all the
Charlie
old
Varney and all that shit.
VHS
Yeah.
tapes. Like I'm talking about all type of movie, no matter what it is. I'm like, damn, you got this on tape. I
Yeah.
ain't never even, they still has this house. So that's it. Be all love for real.
For sure. That's what's up, man. So was it that specifically that got you interested in wanting to get behind the camera, or was it something else that made you get
I
interested?
just always just had a passion for it. Like I just always knew like yeah, acting was something I wanted to do, but like even now that I got one film under my belt, like I really feel like I got to add it, like to direct somebody's vision or my own vision. So
Mm-hmm.
directing that, producing, like that was just something I always knew like all right,
Mm-hmm.
that's something else I'm gonna have, on that like plan B, plan C. Cause people always ask me like that. What if acting something don't work out? I said, shit.
Yeah,
I feel like I know for a fact it's gonna work out, but
for
even
sure.
if it just don't, I'm still gonna be somewhere doing some of the
Yeah,
same thing, bro. It
yeah.
ain't really no different options for me with this.
That shit definitely working out, shorty. You definitely talented bro. As me
Appreciate
myself being a movie fan, shorty, and we're gonna get into, you know what I'm saying, some of your roles, shorty. But before we get there,
So
shorty, uh one of the things I found out, you know what I'm saying, looking at your catalog, shorty, is that you was in the Reawakening, shorty.
for
So
sure,
if you could, shorty, like I don't think
for
people
sure.
understand like Reawakening is like one of them joints, shorty, that's like part of the culture at this point,
Yeah,
shorty. It's a
and I
lot
be
of
telling people like humbly speaking, not even just because I was a part of the show. That
yeah,
was like my first real role before I even got a Chicago PD, independent
for
film,
sure.
anything. Reawakening, that's what boosted me. How I even got into that, I honestly was just flipping through channels, bro. Before I even found out about them and did my research,
Mm,
I was just flipping through channel 1925, and I'm looking at Chris and Corbin. They look like me. These some young niggas look like they just doing anything. So I'm just watching. I'm like, I rock with this. This something I could do. So I
mm,
got the research and Dante Fane, and I see he already was in it. I'm like, oh, they already got a little wave. So I'm like,
mm,
all right, let's see what's to this. I wound up going to an audition he had one day,
mm,
and Fane himself, he just like, yeah, I see something in you, little bro. Like,
mm,
I'm finna take up on my wing, finna get it going. So before we even started doing the mystery story, before we started doing the reawakening, he had me just doing a lot of, just waiting patiently, just waiting my turn, a lot of training. Then
mm.
from there, I got locked in. I met Ocean, met Misty, met Enoch, Cornbread, like all of my boy Cameron, like to this day, like Tisha, like we all still like a little family to this day.
Yeah,
So, but I ain't gonna lie, I really feel like the Real Awakening. It was definitely a lot of other Chicago shows, but I honestly feel like Real Awakening, it was just
yeah,
one of them ones, gang.
yeah,
Like
for
we
sure.
had the city in the chokehold and everywhere else, people was like, nah, you tapped in all around the world. So it was bigger than Chicago. We was big in Chicago, but like Reawakening, it definitely was like for the coaching. For that to be like my first big thing,
Mm,
that's what really wanted me to take that shit serious. Cause
yeah,
like I say, Fang said he seen something in me in early on. So I just wanted to develop that shit. Like the cloud and getting all that early on, it was cool. But I'm like, nah, I want more from this shit. Like getting a taste of that, I
yeah.
want to do that shit more. So that's how all that shit kicked off for me.
For sure. That's dope, man. So if you could remember, and we'll talk about how you do it now, but what type of preparation went into that first audition? Like, what did you do before you went to the audition? How did you get ready? And then what type of stuff that Fame had you on the sideline, like learning and watching once you
I
got
ain't gonna lie, that being my first like audition, like going in front of somebody, period, I was nervous as hell. Like compared to where I'm at now, is that's a totally different Keante. Like I was nervous, I was in there shaking, like he had to really work for me, but like from now it's kinda like it's knowing your strengths to a certain extent. Like once you getting them reps in, it's like you at the gym. Once you getting them reps in, you seeing that progress, like that shit just become a second nature to you. So
mm,
now shit, I don't really any audition or any project, I don't even get nervous. I just take them little breaths and I just lock in. I'm on the way with this shit.
mm-hmm. Now, once you started, you know what I'm saying, on a reawakening, what's the first thing that you learned about acting or being behind the camera that you never knew and that you had to like get used to
Definitely, you
or was an
definitely gotta,
adjustment?
yeah, you definitely gotta get used to being under them lights. I ain't gonna lie, that shit get hot like real fast. And if you gonna set 14, 15 plus hours and them lights just steady beaming on you, you gotta be for physically prepared and mentally prepared. That's what I tell people. I ain't like,
Mm,
I always knew like it was always a process, bro. But when you gonna set that long and you gotta repeatedly do some of the same things on set, that it's not for the weak. A
mm,
lot of people say they want to get into the field or they want to do the arts, just thinking, oh, a movie is all just glitz, glamour, magic, makeup. Nah, it's real work behind it. It might look good. It's definitely rewarding, but that's one thing like I had to really learn. Like you say you want to, you got to be able to do that every day for however long the project is, and I feel like that's one of the main things. Like I know I'm built for this because I do this shit with no complaints. I know this shit gonna get like more bigger, more better. Film in 6 months, 7 at a time. Them Netflix, them big budget joints. So
bro,
I already been. Oh my fault, brother.
good.
I already been preparing
Just the
myself
mic a
for it.
little bit. Yep.
I already been preparing myself for it. So I'm just
Mm-hmm.
just letting it get bigger and better from here,
So
man.
it definitely is. You can just see if you just like look at the progress just from what you put out. You know what I'm saying? It's
For
definitely,
sure, that be
definitely
love.
elevating, shorty. So right after the reawakening, you know what I'm saying? Do you leap directly into another project? Is it like, damn, well, I gotta what's to do now? Like, what
I think
happens?
right after the Red Awakening, like I said, that was something I wanted to, take serious. I seen like I got that passion, I got that talent. It's like how do I, keep going with this? Somebody that was on the cast, Michael David Hammond, he go by Big Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He played an officer on the show at the time. He had an agent. I'm telling her like, nah, I really want to keep going. Like, you got an agent, you doing this, you getting all this for that. I want to be next. He like, if you serious, we gonna continue to lock in. So I just kept coming around him. He seen me. He took me under his wing. he had me meet with his own age, and I started learning about headshots, learning about shit that I never knew nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that you feel me. I'm going to different auditions. They trying to scam me, but nah, Brody was like really taking me under his wing, and I appreciate that because now ever since then, I'm signed to an agent too, so I'm getting an audition for stuff like Power, The Shy, all them films that you might see coming out of working in the city.
Mm-hmm.
I get first dibs on them, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like doing an independent thing and being able to have that is definitely a blessing for sure. So I could say after that, that's when that Chicago PD came about. So I just been trying to hit the ground running after that ever since then, bro.
For sure. Now, let me ask you like about the logistics of acting. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Sure,
mentioned it, you said it could be physically tolling, could be mentally.
for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? But how the fuck do y'all read them thick ass, big ass scripts? Like, do you gotta remember every your line word for word? But like I see like people carrying scripts or they do script reads, and it's like, do you have to remember your parts word for word or?
I ain't gonna lie, like I'm blessed to say like I'm able to do improv and remember script. Improv, that's basically like, just going on the fly, they kind of giving you your scenario and you kind of just doing your own thing. I'm blessed to be able to have the skill set to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Most projects you gotta know them lines word for word because it's them directors and producers. They ain't wasting no time, they ain't wasting no energy. If you don't know your lines, if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, you gonna get replaced. But all that they gonna talk about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I go. You got to be prepared. Me, I didn't did I used to go to Chicago State. They had the thing called the 10-minute play festival.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to remember 3, 4 scripts at one time, bro. And that's how I knew then. Like I don't remember multiple film scripts at the same time, man. Growing as an actor, I had to learn to like kind of limit myself as far as taking on multiple roles at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you will burn yourself out trying to schedule this, schedule that, and you don't want to conflict with the next project. So now I try to do at least one project at a time. But it's definitely been times I don't have to remember more than multiple scripts, bro. And I don't know how I be doing that shit. That's why I say like this shit is real
Yeah.
time, bro. I'll be real live
Yeah.
remembering that shit
Certain
word for
people they can
word.
do certain things like remember a script, remember do learn a different language. They got like a
That's a
different. That's
that's
like
a
a
that's a
superpower.
different that's a different process. And like I say, having to remember multiple scripts and having to dive into each character and be able to do that shit and
Yeah.
come back the next day.
And then you gotta remember the emotions, the settings. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's once you and I tell people all the time, once you knock out that script and you memorize it, it's easy to kind of go on to the emotions where all right, now you feel me trying to think about your emotions, trying to think about your lines. Nah, break the script down first, break down the lines,
Mm,
then everything else it should be able to just come naturally to
mm,
you.
for sure. Now we're gonna step away from your personal, well, not your personal story, but we're gonna step away and talk about Chicago PD, Shorty. How did you
So
get involved in that, Shorty? When you, matter of fact, what was that phone call like, or that email, or that text message, Shorty? What was that? You know what I'm saying? Talk about
and
that. That.
that was like one of my first big real auditions. Like that was one of my first real big auditions. I'll never forget it. My agent, she sent it through. I was still in class. Chicago State. I got the email. She like, yeah, could you come down here and do the audition? It's early in the day. She like, yeah, could you come down and do the audition? Ooh, for pay for Chicago PD. I'm like, what? I'm trying to hurry up and get out of class at this point because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna go knock this out. I tell my professor like, yeah, I got this. She good luck. Who out the bam? I remember I'm going in signing in. One of the other dudes that's actually up for the role, he in there, he's trying to talk to me, and I'm humble, shorty. I speak to everybody, but I'm knowing like he's fake trying to get in my head. We in there for the same thing, and I don't really look at this shit as a competition because what's for you it's meant for you. So I show love and support everybody, but at that same tone, I'm like, nah, I got a ton of vision. I got lock in. We in here for the same thing. He go first. I go into the audition. It was super quick, bro. I did it once. I think she made me do it like twice. The audition was probably like no more than 30 to 45 seconds tops, bro.
When they made you do it a second time, did you think like that was a good thing or a bad thing? Like,
I wasn't even trying to too much think about it because I was in there with the casting director and her assistant and she looking real stern. So I'm just trying to do it to the best of my abilities. I go right up out of there, the day go past. I'm like just over
I
like
would have been
man.
like, "Damn, what's wrong with the first one?
Yeah, yeah, I'm over just like I over prepped for it the whole time after class, just going through it. But shit, that next day, that next morning, I got a call from my agent like, yeah, you got the part. I'm gonna send you everything, and said that was just a blessing itself. But like I say, that was my first big audition, my first big role. My granddaddy he took me out there early in the morning the next day. I get there on set. one of the people. I'm trying to see where I'm going. Like this my first time being on a real
Right.
production. So I'm like, all right, this
Real
this
green on
cool.
that bitch.
So I guess like one of the guards, one of the assistants, I'm trying to tell him what I am, what I'm here for. He like, oh yeah, all the extras holding they over there. You gotta go this way. I'm like, nah, bro. I got a real role. This is my name right here. Woo. I show him. He like, oh my fault, little bro. I'm finna call one of the assistant directors for they gonna take it to your trailer. I say trailer. Oh yeah, it's one of those. So one of the directors from the episode that day, he said, oh yeah, nice to meet you, Malcolm. That was my name in the episode.
Mhm.
He took me to my trailer, gave
Yeah,
me
man, he
all the
come at you straight like that.
yeah, yeah. He
Get you
he
straight in character.
yeah, got me straight up. He like, what's up, Malcolm? Woo woo. They text me out the whole day while I'm in the trailer. It was just one of them experiences I never forget. Like meeting Hank, Voight, all of my boy Outwater, and like them just talking to me on set.
Yeah,
Just them whole 2 days I was filming, but like it was just an experience you never forget. It's just something like you being in your element, like it's just make you want more.
yeah.
And ever since then, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the type of things I want to continue to do in my career for sure.
Now, had you ever watched the episode of Chicago PD? Like, was you a
I,
fan?
I'm not even. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I always knew what it was, and I always wanted to get into it. But it took for me to get that audition for me to really like in. Once I get out of class, once I'm done audition, that's how I was watching, bro. For like the next 2 days straight, it was busting. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm locked in for sure. It's gonna be perfect for me.
Yeah,
And to be able to see like the episode come to life and see all the hard work and see how everybody was just a unit on them big productions
hmm
and seeing that the final takes on it is a beautiful thing to see.
for
Like
sure.
originally, like 9 to 10 million people had tuned in, and I'm still getting residuals for that to this day. So
That's
that's the type of
love,
things
bro.
yeah, that's the type of things I'm trying to continue to build on,
That's
man.
raw as hell, shorty. Now, once you doing the Chicago PD, shorty,
Mm-hmm.
was there ever a point where, cause you from the city, shorty,
For sure.
did you just do everything word for word, or did you go to director like, I think I should do this on this part, or we should do this on that part?
Yeah,
Since it was your first gig, I'm just whatever y'all say.
yeah, for sure. Like they really give you like all the direction. Like even one time owner said like, cause I played the hostage in there and I had to really show the emotion. Like
Mm-hmm.
even the director told me, she told me to kind of like tone it down a little bit, cause that being my first, you feel me? I'm trying to not even necessarily overdo it, but I'm trying to make sure I'm giving them exactly what they need. But they basically tell me like, "Oh, you doing good? Just tone it down. We got it." So they make sure you stay on point, and if
Yeah.
it ain't what they're looking for, they gonna be vocal about it for sure.
So they said turn down using that bitch called psycho.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I was like, all right, cool. That's all. Whatever you need, I got y'all.
Oh,
Bringing it to y'all for
sure.
sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So let me ask you this about, what I'm saying, acting, and you said taking
Hmm.
on multiple scripts at a time, what I'm
Hmm.
saying. What I want to ask you, Shorty, is do you ever get stuck in character, Shorty? Cause like on Shorty, just on Tyrant, Shorty, I can see like some motherfucker getting stuck in character, like on Shorty, just on some player shit, just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. Like I definitely, you definitely could get caught up in your character. Like even doing the tower, like I got peoples and brothers in the streets and shit. That's just the route I never had to take, but that shit just too close to home. So shit, I done been around, like I say, the killers, the dealers. It's definitely easy to get caught up on that shit because like it's the shit we see every day, shorty. So it ain't even, yeah, it's a act, yeah, it's a role, but like this shit just so close to home. So shit. Sometimes even after motherfuckers say, cause you still feeling that shit or you still knowing like, cause you getting your inspiration around from the shit you see every day. So it's definitely easy to get caught up in your character
mhm.
sometimes for sure, for sure. But that's when, great work coming to play. Cause like you got to be able to separate, your personal life and who you really is from who you play on TV. Cause the audience to get you caught up in that shit too. Like, oh yeah, Katie, ooh, that's what you really would. Nah, gang, that's a
Right. You
whole
say they
different
call you
element.
Malcolm soon as you step on that bitch.
Yeah,
Right.
they instantly calling me Kaden when shit
Yeah.
making me forget my real name. So that people even get you caught up
Yeah.
in that shit. That's why it's best to just stay grounded and just stay focused, man, for sure.
So locking in for a role, getting ready for a role, do you ever take it home? Like, do you ever, like, what I'm saying, I'm this character while I'm on set for the next 6 months while I'm offset just to make sure, what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, I try to keep it as separate. Like when I'm on set for sure, like you gonna get that whole seeing me in character, me and being locked in. That's one thing I like strive for. Even between takes, even if we crack a little joke or two, as
Mm,
soon as I hear that action, I'm over back locked in. I feel like that's a real gift I got. It's easy. It's definitely easy to take that shit home though, especially you playing such a emotional hard character, and then you already done spent 14, 15, 16 plus hours on day. Shit, hell yeah, I might even be a little bit more turned up now, but
Mm-hmm.
that's why I say I definitely try to stay grounded and focus. So I don't get too comfortable or too lost in that shit. I feel like that shit'll get you too comfortable too.
For sure. Now, are you a fan of any actors or actresses? Like, who do you watch? Who are you a fan of? Who is like your top three, if you have any, like in the
Yeah,
acting game?
yeah, for sure. Like I always like the legends, the Will Smith, the Denzel, the Samuel Jacksons. We talking about the records, Robert Townsend, John Singleton, like Ernie Dickerson. Believe he made Juiced. Right now, I'm thinking of actors who I'm rocking with right now. We got Damson Idris, my boy who played Franklin Sane, the Snowfall.
For sure.
Jonathan Myers, Coma D'Amico. Oh, he a co-actress for sure. Co-actor, I mean, actresses wise, it's a lot of them. I really want to work with the legends, man, like the Jennifer Lewis, the Angela Bassett's, like them people, all the people that I grew up on.
Hmm.
I'm trying to work with the legends, like everybody before they get too old, man. Well, I'm trying to break that door in right now, man, because I definitely see myself up there with like the legends one day for sure, for sure. And I know that shit come with
For
time
sure,
too.
it's definitely coming, Shorty, because you're already working with all the Chicago legends on Shorty. Like
Yeah, for
your
sure, man.
catalog is crazy, and we're gonna go ahead and start and talk about Bo Deal. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Y'all
That's
done work outside of Tyrant. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had Just Like That, the
yeah,
movie.
that was the first movie. That was the first movie we actually did, and just like that Queen Key, Mac Mecca. I honestly when he was supposed to have a role that I had it now, I was gonna have a much smaller role, but Bo Deal and you know the crew they seen something in me like the original actor they had for it. They like nah we need something better, so they like hey you read for this role, and I read for multiple roles, and they was like damn you killing whatever we give them, so they gave me a bigger role from now. And from there, shit, after that, I was just telling Bo, like, shit, I just need, like, that proper management, that proper reasons and representation, you feel me, in the city, along to my agent. So he came to meet me and my grandma. He sat on my couch. He heard my whole story, like, shit, I don't, you feel me, I'm humble. I work hard, everything about me is genuine and shit. Ever since then, shit, bro, signed me to his management team, RTS. We got the Tyrant, like, Father, like, Son 1. I had a small part in that, but again, he just one of them people, like, you just keep showing up, you keep locking in, showing you loyal. It's only gonna get bigger from now. That did millions of views in a few days. He came back with the part two. I had an even bigger role.
Mhm.
So it's like that was a blessing in itself. Cause I'm like, all right, now people get to see more my character, my range, my role. And we got the series coming on the way. You got a lot of big things coming. So working with him
Mhm.
has definitely been, just grateful, just appreciative of any opportunity. But
Yeah,
for it to be on this scale, for us to keep doing the things we're
yeah,
doing is major for sure.
for
I
sure.
take it all in. I appreciate it.
So part one, part two, and now the
Yeah, the
series.
series. Hopefully, if not by the end of this year, the top of the new year for sure.
Mhm.
But the series, everybody thought part one and two is busting.
That
I
series was gonna do it. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I be trying to be so humble, shorty, but like the series, shorty, like this, it's gonna be something. This actually one of my I don't really even think I did no TV show like since the Reawakening, the Survive in Chicago. Like it's
Yeah,
gonna be a minute for it. This gonna be like my first big like independent series.
yeah,
So it's gonna be lit, and I can't wait for everybody to see. I'm down there, and every episode too. We got Rico, so funny, and
yeah,
got Burn Poe, King Louis, my cousin Tierra. Like I say, Bo Deal. We got my boys making merge Breezy and bullying us. So it's lit for sure. I can't wait.
yeah.
Can't wait for everybody to
Yeah,
see it.
and what I love about what y'all doing, Shorty, is like it's a lot of shows about Chicago, Shorty, and I don't watch a lot of TV and movies nowadays.
For
And if
sure.
it's some Chicago shit, I ain't gonna say them names no, but I just see some shit. I'm like, nah, that ain't it, Shorty.
Yeah,
That ain't
I
it.
feel like that's one of the main things. Like
Like
we
it could
got the
just be the
quality.
lingo, the
Yeah, we
movements,
got the
the
quality, we got the people, but like that authenticity is like what
yeah,
everybody say that stand out the most. Cause like it's even certain like big budget shit. That's how and people attach the Chicago name to it. But I be feeling like the best stories is our own. If people to be able to be like, oh yeah, y'all get it, shit. Like this the real Chicago for real. That just lets you know like you got a great product on your hand,
mhm,
and
for
that
sure.
shit really authentic for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So talk to me about what it was like taking home the 312 Actor of the Year award, shorty. Like, did you go in expecting to win? Was you just coming out to support the city? What was
I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, bro. I'm real humble. Like, and my sisters, like, she even be like, "Nah, son, you too humble sometimes." Like, certain shit just be like a second nature to me. So even with the 312 Music Awards and just seeing everybody I was up against, I knew it could have went either way. I knew like I got a great chance of winning. I got a great resume, catalog, everybody rock me. But I'm like, shit, there's other good talent out here too. So however it go, it go. But once I did found that I won, I wasn't even able to make because that's around my birthday. So gee, I'm out celebrating. So my phone blowing up. I see what's going on in the world. I ain't even really trying to too much think about it. My phone just get to blowing up. People call me like, Tay, where you at? You won? Woo. I'm yeah, woo. They like, we're gonna accept your award. Woo. I'm like, that was dope. And I like everything that, try to shine
mm,
a light on the positive shit that's going on in the city. And for me to be able to receive that award
mm,
and, take that home, it was dope for sure. That's something I'll forever be grateful for because I know that Emmy coming one day.
mm,
So to be able to get something similar like in my own hometown was definitely lit for sure.
mm. Now, after a project is complete, shorty,
Hmm.
do you ever watch your shit back and be like, um, and critique it? Like, I'm gonna do this differently. I could have did this better, or do you just watch everything
Yeah,
like
for
that
sure.
shit
I
was
ain't,
raw
I
and
ain't
on
gonna
to
lie,
the
but I'm
next shit?
not even big on like watching myself at
Mm,
all. Like once I'm in a project, bro, I watch it a few times and I always critiquing myself on what I do better or different, bro. And I never watch it again.
mm.
Like even my own movie, Never Have I Ever. I watched that shit a few times. I'm not gonna watch it no more.
Yeah,
Cause
for
I
sure.
got everything I needed to out of it. I don't know. People be like, that's weird. It's an artistic thing, but
Yeah,
that's me. I'll probably say like the lately that Tyrant like Fight Like Son too. That's probably like the
yeah,
out of the projects I've been in, the thing I watched the most. But even that, like, I didn't critique myself. I love what I do, but it's on to the next. How can I get
yeah,
better than my last project?
for
That'd be
sure.
my mindset.
I feel you 100%. I'm like that with the podcast shit, shorty. Up to this point, shorty, what would be your highlight, your personal highlight up to this point, shorty? Like, what would you do that you was like, damn, this is it. This is, you know what I'm saying? I'm really doing it. If you feel like you made it, you may
Yeah,
have
nah, for
that
sure. I
moment
feel
yet.
like I ain't like I say, I'm forever grateful for the journey that I had. You feel me? The journey obviously continuing, but like I don't like I said, I don't want to get comfortable, bro. I just know at this point in my career, the only thing that I want to do is be able to tell great quality stories.
Mm,
You feel me? That I feel like that's gonna resonate with the people and just leave an impact. Cause I didn't feel like I done a lot of work. I did a lot of great work and some work I feel like it could have been better. But like I said, I feel like I'm at that point in my career now. Like I got enough, not only the clout and the platform to be able to say like, I don't want to do certain projects no more, but I also got that talent to be like, all right, now I got to be intentional about everything because I want people to be able to continue taking me serious. I want everybody to be like, oh yeah, he not only see code at what he do, he take this shit serious. So,
mm,
and I know that shit only come with like you say, good authentic projects, great quality projects. So
mm,
that's at the point I'm at now in my career. I'm just taking my time with everything I do, really making sure everything that I do it be A1.
mm. Now, if you don't mind, shorty, give me your opinion on your peers in like the acting community. Is it competitive? Is it kumbaya? You know what I'm saying? Is it
I ain't, I
dog eat
ain't
dog world? What's it like amongst your peers? You know what I'm saying in sports?
I ain't gonna lie, like this Chicago shit, like you always gonna have it's always gonna be some type of conflict, controversy, no matter where you at or what you do. Um, I had a lot of good people I met in the industry. I met a lot of bad ones, whether it was bad business or bad character. And for the most part, I feel like everybody support one another, but it's definitely a lot of people out here who give us a bad name as far as working in the industry, whether that be their professionalism or. I mean, I'll try to stay away from that type of shit. Like I'm young and I've been in this shit for a minute, bro. But I just feel like that's it that I know that's gonna bring me longevity is just staying humble, staying focused, and staying away from shit that don't serve me no purpose, especially in my career. So it definitely be a lot of other shit going on, but a lot of the shit, bro, I kind of be in my own world in my own lane. So I try to separate myself from the bullshit. So I don't even really get too much caught up in what my peers got going on. I support everybody and I want everybody that don't like it. It's all over me because I know support going a long way. So I literally try to make sure I show love and support to everybody, whether we work together or not. And I know everybody they not gonna feel that same way, and they might not even feel that same way just based off who I am and how I move and the success I got. And I have to learn that too, going into my career. Like shit, everybody ain't gonna be happy for you. Everybody gonna try to. Some people they gonna try to use you to get to what you got to where they going. And shit, I had to learn that, bro. There's been a lot of shit on my journey. Like I just be so humble with it, bro. I've been through a lot, but I just know like as long as I stay focused and keep my head away from the bush and stay genuine, everything I want, shit, that shit gonna come back tenfold.
Mhm. For sure, for sure. Now another thing, sure, I like to ask people when they come up here, shorty,
Mm-hmm.
is what's your support system like? I talk to a lot of artists, creators, and they be like their biggest supporters is probably people that they never met. You know what I'm saying? Or when they start getting into their art, you know what I'm saying, and people close to them start treating them differently, you know what I'm saying. I know you an actor, so I know people probably be like, you know what I'm saying, let me hold some, you know, they heard you say residuals on this motherfucker, so now.
Man, I feel like that's just another part of the journey. Like I've been doing it for a minute and seeing the success that I had. Like I got a great support system. Like my family, my mother, my grandmother, granddaddy said like I got a big support system just for family, and I know that's a blessing to have too, cause not everybody got that. You hear
Sure.
most stories, everybody on their way up. Most people on their way up, they might not had their mother, their father type shit. So I'm blessed to say that I had family behind me, but it's definitely been a lot of strange people. I never knew people. I get random inboxes, DMs, love just off social media, just in public too, everywhere I go. And most of them do be strangers. And I feel like that's just real love too. That just to go to show not only the work you did, but like the impact you got with the people too. Cause anybody could have motion, anybody could have it, but for that shit to be big and for that shit to be repetitive like that, like I say, I don't take nothing for granted, bro. But I definitely get a lot of weird inboxes of people thinking I got way more than what I be telling people like, bro, I'm still working just like you, bro. I'm doing good, but hey, I still got to get to a point,
Yeah,
But I be taking that shit out there, man. That shit just be letting me know like it's only gonna get worse in a better way. Like
yeah, for
if
sure.
this shit like this now, I can only imagine.
You getting
So
ready for when you actually do got that shit.
man,
Here, man.
I've been already preparing for it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. So, tell me about your favorite thing about being on set, shorty. Like, what's your favorite part about being on set?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I said, I just feel like God, He gave me a second nature and talent. So I just love every aspect of being on set. Like just knowing that I know my lines and I know the character. And knowing once I had action, I could just go in and kill that shit and be able to keep doing that shit. The camera work, knowing the logistics of certain angles, shit like that. Knowing about certain shit. Just being able to be a part of a cast, a team that want to see you do good, want to see you bring out the best of you, all that shit matter to me for sure. I just love everything about it, bro. That's why I try to like stay as consistent but grounded as much, cause that's another thing too. I feel like everybody kind of calling themselves a actor or a content creator or a rapper, and it kind of make it a little bit more competitive or a little bit more harder for the ones that really want this shit versus the ones who kind of are doing it for a hobby or doing it for a different reason. But I love everything about this shit for sure. I don't let nobody belittle me or discredit my work at all.
For sure. Now, do you have a favorite person to work with, or is it? Well, let me ask you this: Does it? Do you have to have chemistry with the people that you're working with, or does it just get on there and remember your lines and do your part?
Nah, for sure. You definitely gotta have chemistry in what you're doing, cause that shit'll show in any project. Like it's been some times I didn't worked with certain other actors or actresses and whatever, and the project came out whatever, and people be like, oh, I seen it. Like you definitely gotta have chemistry, cause that shit show, bro. If you just getting up to act and not know what you're doing, I feel like everything gonna show in your work. So it's definitely important when you acting and when you got that cast that you doing them rehearsals, you making sure like before y'all even start filming, like just the best possible person you could have fit for that character. Cause once it's time to film, you gonna see that shit. And you don't want to wait all the way till it's time to film and wasting that time trying to build chemistry when you could have,
Mm,
handled that way beforehand, so everything could just flow once production start.
mm. Now, let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? Like being in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you do Chicago roles and then you live here, you know the realities.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Do you ever consider leaving the city, not just for the realities that's going on, but just because you know they be like L.A. for the actors as well? You know what I'm saying? You ever consider
Yeah,
that?
it's
Is that
it's
something you
it's
ever
definitely
consider?
always been like a consideration and possibility, but I just feel like I've been doing so well for
For sure.
myself. It's gonna have to take for me to actually get that role or see it for me to just up and lead. Cause I already know I could bank on myself. 100% full fledged believe in my abilities as an actor, as a man. So even if I do decide to like one day just drop everything and be like, all right, let me go chase that shit, I know it'll work out in my favor. But like I said, I just know I've been doing great things here already, and
Mhm.
I'm already building that name. So it'll have to take for me to actually get that call or get that back role for me to just up and leave. Cause as fucked up as shit is in the city, it's a lot of good opportunities here too. And I feel like a lot of the shit that the bad shit that be going on, they be trying to foreshadow the actual positive and the good shit that we got right here.
For sure.
But it's definitely always a possibility. Always been a thought to expand and do big and better. For
Mhm.
sure that.
For sure. Now, if you could, Shorty, tell me what kind of movie that you haven't done that you would love to do. Like if it's a horror movie, a musical, uh,
Yeah, I
lost
always
footage
said like,
film. Like
yeah,
what?
I always said like the top type of movie that I want to get into, it'll definitely be horror. I'm a big horror fan. Like I'm a man of God too, and I know a lot of people be, skeptical on doing them type of things, but I
Mhm.
want to be able to challenge myself to do like a real conjuring type horror type movie. I want to be able to get into my detective bag, my lawyer bag. I want to be able to do one of them roles.
Mhm.
Just anything that really expand my range too.
Mhm.
And another one too, I want to do like some superhero shit. Like I get anywhere on a Marvel DC shit, shorty black Marvel DC character. I
For
feel like
sure.
I snap for sure. So them
Yeah.
definitely like one of my dream roles for sure, man. Just like I say, just expanding my range to
Mhm.
show them people like you can't put me in no box.
Mhm.
Like I ain't just calling myself no actor. Like I really do this shit. Like
Mhm.
I really got the passion. I really got the talent. So
Mhm.
that's all I want to keep doing, man.
For sure, man. Let me get your opinion on this, man. Now, in the
For sure.
age of social media, everybody having a computer in their hand, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people call themselves actors and make movies and TV shows and stuff like that.
For sure.
Is there a difference between, in your opinion, between like a professional actor actress versus somebody who just running gunning on a, you know what I'm saying, on a device?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like you said, in the world of technology we live in now, it's so easy to pick up a phone and shit make a movie. Like these iPhones, the quality, the cameras, it's possible. I just think that when you are calling yourself an actor or a director, you gotta take certain necessary steps to like make sure you not only professional, but you know what you're doing and what you're talking about. Cause like I said before, like there's so many actors and content creators calling themselves actor, but a lot of them probably don't know the right terminology. They not as professional on their sets. They not knowing what to do when they get a professional actor. So it definitely be a lot to that. But I don't ever try to knock nobody, from trying it or knocking nobody trying to chase their dreams if that's what they want to do. But it's also like if you're gonna call yourself an actor director, bro, just know what you're doing and know what you talk about. I always have that bag. I always be able to do more than one thing, you feel me? Because this shit oversaturated enough and it already be people having their little jokes and not trying to take us serious. So I tell anybody you gonna do this, like have a real passion for that shit. And most of the time you're able to see the difference.
Yeah,
You
for sure.
if you know, you feel me, also if you know what you're talking about, you able to see like who really doing the work or who really serious. Even if you are doing work, like I say, just because you call yourself a director, you did 50, 100 movies. I'd rather have 10 movies and you be able to tell me each role and that it was good quality versus 100 movies and you don't remember half of them. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's just how I think with this shit, bro.
For
That's how
sure,
I
for
think.
sure. Now I got a couple more questions before I let you slide, Shorty.
For
What's
sure.
your goal, Shorty? What's your goal when it's said and done? When the Oscars coming in, when you putting that star down on the Walk of Fame,
Man,
what do you
once
hope
this
that
shit
shit look
all
like?
said and done, bro, I gotta have my star on the Walk of Fame. My family, they all gotta be out the hood. I gotta be one of them directors and actors you see like in the game. Everybody gon' know
Mhm.
me. I'm gonna be all over Netflix. I'm gonna be all over stars. Like I'm gonna be somewhere at 50, 60, bro. Like I'm gonna be at my old man bag. Like
Mhm.
I'm taking all the older roles. You feel me, inspiring. Not even just where I'm from that. I'm in the big league. So I just wanna be able to create, direct, open up workshops for the city, open up workshops in other cities to be able to do this shit at a bigger scale for like the rest of my life, bro. Like that's really the goal, bro. Like just to keep doing that shit, but at a bigger level, and then be able to create more opportunities for the ones before me. That's how that shit supposed to be,
Mhm. Now, real quick, a couple directing questions, Shorty.
for sure.
Directing, is that tougher than being an actor? And what is it about directing that, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think I ever talked to an actor that was interested in being a actor director or actress director. So,
It's definitely tough, and I know a lot of filmmakers who acted and directed that said they'd rather just act or they'd rather just direct. It definitely is tough. When I was doing Never Have I Ever, my film that's out on Tubi right now.
mm,
I was directing, I was acting, I was producing, I was it was a lot, and it ain't for the weak. But that's why I said like you gotta have a real passion for that shit. 'Cause if you don't, you gonna get burnt out. You're not gonna want to do that shit no more. And I feel like I got the eye, I got that director's eye for certain shit, and I feel like I'm able to really bring that shit out of people. I don't know what it is. I just feel like when I get that script or when I'm in that mode, that element, and I see that talent in somebody, I feel like I could bring that shit out of people. Or shit, I'm able to decipher like if they even got that shit, and I feel like I'm at that stage and that point in my career. Like that's something that I continuously want to do for sure.
for sure. Now, before you slide, we're just gonna talk about what you got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? For anybody watching, listening,
For
just
sure.
let them know what's out right now. What can they watch? What's coming up? What can you share? Shit like that.
All right, now, man, make sure y'all going to tune in. Still trending that Tyrant like Father like Son 2. My own projects might be out by the end of this year, top of next year, man. Everything that I got going on. So be looking on that for the next projects. I'm directing. Just had the premiere for She's Got a Baby 2. That's dropping on platform soon. Tyrant like Father like Son, the series on the way. Man, it's just a whole lot of projects, whole lot of content, man. I just, like I said, I want to keep this shit going. That's exactly what I'm doing, man. So y'all just stay tuned, man. Next time I come back, man, it's gonna be some even more big shit than drop, man.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I'm
be
gonna
looking out
slide
for
on. I'm
that.
gonna slide up on the red carpet on y'all.
Yeah,
So
now for sure, man. We gotta
just
come to
give
the
me a
man. You
the
gotta come.
lanyard. Give me the lick, the press pass on, bro. I'm gonna be right there, shorty.
I'm with that, brother.
Now that's another question too that I asked all my guests that I passed over, shorty,
For
is,
sure.
and I kind of know the answer already, but I hate to assume now.
For
Do
sure.
you ever get discouraged? Like, do you ever be like, "Fuck this shit, I'm finna go be a doctor or a lawyer"? And
I ain't gonna lie, especially doing what I'm doing, it's so easy to get caught up in. I ain't even gonna say getting discouraged, just wanting to feel like you want more for yourself, wanting to feel like you should be way further than when you is. That's why I be so focused on. That's why I say I show love to everybody, but I try to stay focused on my own journey because it's definitely been time where I feel like, you know what, damn, like maybe I should put a pause on this, or maybe I shouldn't wait, or I don't be necessarily motivated to continue working on something. But I know for a fact it's just something I never give up on, never be like, oh yeah, fuck it, or let me go on my plan B. No matter how slow it's gonna take, no matter how fast that shit coming,
mm,
it's something I'm sticking with for sure.
for sure. Well, man, you definitely talented, shorty. You every character I done seen you in, shorty. I believe in that shit, shorty. You know what I'm saying?
Much love,
And
bro.
I'm definitely for somebody I don't even watch TV or movies like that, shorty. But I just love when the city doing their thing, shorty. You doing your thing, shorty. You definitely
Love,
going
bro,
up,
for
shorty.
sure, man. I appreciate it, man.
Keep working, shorty. Let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find all the movies, all that good shit.
For sure, man. All my projects on Amazon and Tubi right now. You can type in my name, Keante D. Smith, or Tater Actor. On Instagram, TAYYDAACTOR underscore on Instagram. Facebook, Keante D. Smith. Yeah, man, that's all the social media. That's where you can find all my films. Keep in tune. You got any questions on acting, anything, just feel free to hit a DM. That's probably one of the biggest success. I'm too Hollywood. I'm one of the most gentle, humble Hollywood motherfuckers you know, man. So, like I say, man, this shit for the taking, man.
For sure. Like I said, appreciate your time, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Man,
In
for
a
sure, man.
minute,
We locked in,
gang.
man.
You know that